Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about 7 different shockingly good fragrances, which in this context means fragrances that I thought were either not going to be good at all or maybe I didn't have very high hopes for, and then when I smelled them, I was shocked. That's my shock face. Just playing, it'd probably be more something like this. Whoa! Wow! Amazing. We got 7 fragrances here. Got some niche ones, got some designer ones, some cheap ones, some expensive ones. Let's check them out. Originally, it was going to be 5. Then I tacked 2 more on, so that's why it's 7. First up, Azaro Chrome Aqua. Now, why would I think that Azaro Chrome Aqua would not be that great before I got my hands on it? Well, first off, do you know what Azaro Chrome is? I'm just playing. Some Azaro Chromes are completely fine, but this one came out with somewhat of a similar packaging style to Azaro Under the Pole, or Azaro Chrome Under the Pole, with the same cap and the same general idea of an aquatic chrome. And in case you're unaware, Under the Pole, it sucks. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Here it is. So you can see the caps. They look pretty similar, don't they? The difference is this one is a little bit shinier, but pretty much the same. Now, Under the Pole, not to get sidetracked too much, but we're gonna get sidetracked a little bit. Under the Pole is an alcohol-free formula with the fragrance. And it looks very milky, which frankly to me is not the greatest look for a fragrance that I'm spraying all over my skin. Just spray a bunch of Under the Pole all over your face and go hang out with your friends, see what they say. I'm gonna give myself a couple sprays here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it out because the camera is kind of far away. I can't touch it. So let's see. Nah, you probably can't make it out. Probably just looks like a very shiny, watery spot on my arm. So what ends up happening with this fragrance, Under the Pole, is you spray yourself and you get these little white globs of liquid that just kind of hang out on your skin. And then you could maybe take it and just, oh my God, it feels disgusting. I've never actually done that before. That feels super gross. Like a weird, sticky lotion. Anyway, Chrome Under the Pole, I don't like it. And then Chrome Aqua comes out. Like I said, similar cap, similar idea. Oh man, this doesn't feel good. Sorry, this Under the Pole was a bad idea. But this comes out, and I think to myself, Chrome Aqua, I bet it sucks. Then I get it in, give it a spray, and I think to myself, that's actually pretty nice. C notes, basil, mint, grapefruit, some of the notes in the fragrance. It's got a great green tinge to it, very fresh, brisk, smells fantastic in the winter actually. That kind of mintiness in the opening really opens up in cold weather, and it's fantastic in warm weather as well, what you'd expect. I'd say Chrome Aqua is actually one of the best Azaro Chrome flankers that has ever been. It's solid, great stuff. And for the price, can't go wrong. So that really shocked me in a good way. You know what else is shockingly good other than these fragrances? The Beast Mode Gents. Wow. Thank you, Beast Mode Gents. All these guys right here, super supportive. Also shout out to the most complimented gents and the versatile gents as well. Love you guys. If you want to join the ranks of these fine gentlemen right here, click the join button below. Check out all the perks that you get for joining my membership program. Let's keep it moving. Next up, Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Eau de Toilette Extreme. What a name. Narciso Rodriguez for Helm Bleu Noir Eau de Toilette Extreme. Just like keep adding stuff, man. Keep doing it. Nice. Next flanker, Narciso Rodriguez for Helm Bleu Noir Eau de Parfum Intense Extreme Absolute. This one's got musk, citrus, basil, ice, and woods. Some of the notes in the scent. Now, to be fair, Narciso Rodriguez mainly puts out nice quality fragrances. Even if they're not great, they're at least good. Pretty much always. But with this one, I was a little bit hesitant because you're throwing stuff on here. Eau de Toilette Extreme Bleu Noir, and you give it this kind of frozen glass look, which does look cool. And then you look at the note breakdown and it's just like musk, ice, citrus. That sounds bland. sounds like it's gonna end up just being forgettable. Like, oh, Narciso Rodriguez laid an egg. They put one out that really doesn't do it, but it's really good. This stuff is versatile. It has the versatility, the likability of your standard blue scent, but then it has a little bit of a grown-up edge to it. So it's got a slight edge of maturity. It doesn't go too sweet. And the iciness of the fragrance basically just lets you know when you spray it on that it's gonna be a refreshing type scent. Like I said though, without too much sweetness, so it's never cloying. It's very good and a great alternative to more popular blue fragrances out there, especially if you're middle-aged or older. Next fragrance is from Fort in Manly. It's Amber Absolutely. Now, I've always loved these little presentations. They're simple and yet complex at the same time. The bottle is just a plain little rectangular 50 ml, probably a stock bottle. And then you have the little crown cap that fits over top, but it's all about this plaque. Everything is drawn to the plaque. And by everything, I mean your eyes. Your eyes, not everything. So the plaque is this intricately done design. It looks great. It sets it apart from every other fragrance house out there. And it doesn't matter what bottle it's on, because it's all about the plaque. Who cares about the stupid bottle? So Amber Absolutely. This one, it was about the name mainly, because I figured, oh, Amber Absolutely. I get it. Yeah, Amber Absolute from Tom Ford. Ripping some people off here. Is that what you're doing now, Fort and Manly? And the answer to that is no. No, that's not what they're doing, actually. This one's got plum, amber, benzoin, labdanum. It has rose, it has vetiver, it's got black currant. There's a lot going on here. It's not just amber, though amber is ultimately what the scent is about. When you first spray it on, you get a big blast of plum and rose, and that actually controls the first part of the fragrance. As it dries down is where all those resins really come out and shine. I will say the dry down is my favorite part of the fragrance. I think the dry down is sick in this scent. The opening is a little bit divisive. Some people don't like it as much. Other people like it a lot. Personally, I like it a bunch. I think the mid probably is the weakest part of the fragrance for me. But overall, it's fantastically done. It's another great amber, and there's so many amazing amber fragrances out there in the niche realm that I really enjoy having this one to put up there with all the others. Because all these different niche amber fragrances, you know, they're centered on amber, but then everything else going around it is different. And that's where you can really switch things up with amber-based fragrances. So Amber Absolutely surprised me. Thought it was gonna be just kind of a riff on an existing fragrance, but it's not. Next up, we got a cheapie. This one you can get for under $30 at discounters. It is Pepe Jeans Celebrate. Now, this one I thought was not gonna be very good because I got this after the original Pepe Jeans, which was okay, but kind of an Invictus-y style fragrance, and I'm not the biggest fan of Invictus-y style fragrances, so I got Pepe Jeans Celebrate, mainly just because it was inexpensive, and I thought, hey, maybe it's kind of one of those hidden gems, you know, flying under the radar, nobody buys it because it looks kind of horrific, and took a shot on it. And I actually really like it. For the price, under $30, great buy. Cacao, cinnamon tonka, black currant, and amberwood, some of the notes in this scent. It's got similarities to a number of different fragrances out there, but it's not the same as any of them. So with this fragrance, you can pick out bits and pieces of stuff like Carolina Herrera Bad Boy, Pure Excess by Paco Rabanne, and frankly, probably you could pick out stuff from 5 or 6 other scents. So it's one of those fragrances that is kind of like an amalgamation of a lot of different things thrown into a bottle that makes its own thing. It's not directly copying anything else. It's not directly inspired by one specific thing. It's more so inspired by everything that's going on right now in men's fragrances. So if you enjoy fragrances of those type, you know, your Pure Excesses, your Bad Boys, and all the things that come along that are, you know, of that style, then you should like this one. And like I said before, one of the big draws about this one is that price. Can't really go wrong when you're paying 25 some odd dollars for a fragrance, unless it's complete trash actually. So you technically can go wrong doing that. But this one is not complete trash, so there we go. Now, this next one, the reason I was unsure about it, and this is a stupid reason, admittedly, is because it was a flanker. Now, normally you would say, well, what do you mean? There's flankers for everything, basically. I mean, maybe not everything, but basically everything. So why would you write something off just because of that? Well, because the house is Amouage, and it was a flanker to Interlude called Interlude Black Iris. And I remember thinking to myself, that's what Amouage is doing now, huh? Flankers. Creed's doing flankers. We got Amouage doing flankers. And actually, they've done another Interlude flanker since this one, which is also good. But I thought, what a stupid cash grab. Interlude, and you add Iris. And then I tried it, and my socks were blown off. Just awesome. Fantastic. Amouage basically they just walked in the door and slapped me in the face with the pimp hand. And I had to be like, okay, I deserve it. Thank you very much. Can I have another? No, seriously, like, can I have another? Would you hook me up with a bottle? For real. Amouage, if you watching this, I'll take it. Actually, send me two. I'll give the other one away. Iris, leather oud, Alabama myrrh, some of the notes in the fragrance. The addition of the iris and the smoothing out of the opening of this fragrance, in my opinion, makes it better than the original. Interlude, one of the most hyped, most loved fragrances for men from Amouage, and this is better than the original. I would probably wear this 10 times out of 10 over the original. I know some of you out there are like, sacrilegious, but I don't think so. I think Interlude Black Iris just pushes Interlude further. It makes it more modern, more approachable. I mean, put it this way. My wife with Interlude, yeah, kind of hit or miss. With Interlude Black Iris, loves it every single time she's ever smelled it. So it's going to give you that versatility, that usability, and yet still smell completely unique compared to 99.9% of other guys out there. Interlude Black Iris, I was wrong. That's a good flanker. We need more flankers like that, tell you that much. This next one, also a cheapie, and this one gets a lot of hate online. People, man, they've not really liked this ever since it came out. Lacoste Live. And I myself also was kind of like thinking back to the past when I got this one. And I thought, I remember that from years ago. I seem to recall it wasn't very good. I seem to recall I didn't like that very much. This is what I was thinking, standing in a Marshalls or a Ross or a TJ Maxx, one of those stores. They're all about the same, but I was standing in there. I was eyeballing this and I was thinking that. Pretty sure I didn't like this. But I'll pick it up. Didn't cost that much money. Figured, what the heck? I don't have it. Worst thing comes to worst, I'll just put it in the collection and maybe give it away at some point, whatever. And then tried it on. It'd been years since I smelled it. Years. And I thought, is this the same thing that I remember? Because it smells great. Especially for the price. This one's got licorice, lime, gaiac wood, green notes, and I believe iris is some of the notes in the scent. And interestingly enough, most of those notes I don't necessarily get. So I'll give this a spray right now. We're on the old hand. I love it. I love it. It's got this candied sweetness to it, kind of a spiciness, this warm spiciness underneath. Doesn't really smell like licorice in any sort of harsh way, because licorice can be the type of note that can really, really turn people away. Don't get that at all. It's fresh, but at the same time, sweet, sexy, and spicy. It smells great. And yet everywhere you go online, it's everyone saying, this is garbage. Just complete trash. Lacoste Live made me kick a puppy. Lacoste Live made my parking meter run out early and I got a ticket. Lacoste Live started World War III. Yeah, it's strange because it's one of those few times where I'm smelling something and I think, man, that is a sick cheapie. And then I have other people smell it and they say, that smells really good. And then I go online and it's just like a never-ending train of people crapping on it. So who knows? Like I said, I recall not really liking it that much in the past, and yet go back and buy it from TJ Maxx and then love it. Yeah, I was shocked. Still am. Last up, but not least, Mikalov Royal Vintage. This is the old style bottle. It doesn't come like this anymore. The style of bottle that it comes in now looks like that. right there. So this one has cypress, leather, bergamot, pink pepper, and musk as some of the notes in the fragrance, and it smells similar to a Ventus. So with this one, it's not that I expected it to be bad. It's just, I didn't really have at the time a huge amount of familiarity with the house. And I was thinking to myself, more Ventus. But at the same time, because it had that similarity to a Ventus, or so it was said, I was interested in picking it up. So does this smell like Creed's Ventus? Yes and no. It doesn't smell exactly like Creed Ventus. It definitely does its own thing, but you could say that the inspiration is there. This one, instead of having a big, bright pineapple, bergamot, juicy opening, you know, really fresh opening like a Ventus can have depending on batches, this one opens more leathery, pretty much right off the kick. You do get the bergamot, so you get some of a similarity there in the opening, but it pretty quickly goes off and does its own thing. That leather in Royal Vintage can come across a little bit smoky. So you can draw kind of a comparison there between the leather here and the birch in a Ventus. But what really sets this apart, what makes it quite different, is its focus on cypress. So you get this really lovely green cypress that mixes together with that slightly smoky leather, and the opening pops of spice and that bit of bergamot just sets the whole thing off. Smells great, super versatile as well. So Royal Vintage, wrapping up this list, it's one that surprised me better than I thought it would be, and I still bust it out from time to time. And you know, I'd say it's actually a better overall fragrance than a number of more hyped Ventus style scents, we'll say. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. 7 fragrances that are shockingly good because I thought they were gonna suck, or because I was just kind of nonplussed about them. And they proved me wrong. All of you here show me that I'm a moron. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.